Video 2 from my stick series. Today we're going to talk about stick height. And I have some really fun collection of some old-timer names, some Hockey Hall of Famers that we're going to go off of. But one thing I find historically right now, is that kids' sticks are really long for the most part. Really, really long. Now, it can be an advantage to have a longer stick. It can be an advantage to have a longer stick if you can handle the puck. But we need to worry about puck handling first and foremost, especially at the formative years, the younger years, that we have to understand how to stick handle, how to keep control of the puck in tight spaces, in small areas. And a smaller stick is definitely more conducive to that. There are some advantages on the defensive side of having a longer stick. Sometimes shooting a puck can be a little bit easier with the longer stick, but we want to evolve into that. So here, for example, this is the greatest of all time, one of my prized possessions, signed to me, the great Wayne Gretzky. We all know what he did as a hockey player. He stood 6 feet tall, maybe 5'11", depends on who you ask, and this is the height of his stick, without skates on for me, and I'm 6'2". So Gretzky on skates, where was this on him? Like somewhere between, probably top of his chest bone somewhere, maybe a little bit lower even. Greatest player of all time. Another historical Hockey Hall of Famer, a lot of people's favorite player ever is Steve Eiserman, the great Detroit Red Wing. He stood 5'11", they said, this is his stick. Again, I'm 6'2". This is him playing in the NHL, without skates on. A great puck handler, great playmaker. Sergei Makarov, one of the great Russians to come over and play in the NHL. He was listed at 5'11". Here's his stick that he played with. Now we're getting into some greatest scoring left winger named other than Alex Ovechkin, Luc Robitaille. He's 6'1". He was a shooter historically. Here he is. Chin, just under the chin for me at 6'2", without skates on. Rob Blake, Hall of Fame defenseman, former teammate of mine, now GM of the Kings. He was a 6'3" defenseman, and this is at my nose. So for him, it would have been probably around here, without his skates on. D-man. Everyone wants to have a longer stick, even at the youth level. Parents will tell me, but my player's a defenseman. He's a defenseman. It doesn't matter. This is like one of the greatest defensemen of all time, and he had his, when he had skates on, it would under his chin. So it is a longer stick, but remember, first and foremost, we have to encourage the puck skills. We have to encourage puck skills. And then here's mine, obviously not in the same category as these guys, but I worked my way into this length of stick at 6'2". This is what I played with at the end of my career, under my nose. I felt that I could shoot the puck better, had a little bit better release. You do compromise some things, right? You can't stick handle in tight as well. There's other things you can't do. Again, I was a shooter, and that was where I got to. So by no means do I think 6 to 10-year-olds to 12-year-olds should be playing with sticks that are up to here. Almost impossible to have the puck skills that you would. So check your kid's stick length. Players, first and foremost, it's about puck control, puck skills. Then worry about being able to lengthen a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. Parents, I know sticks are expensive. I get it. We don't want your kids to grow into their sticks. Okay? You can add a plug. It's not the end of the world. Add a plug as you go if the stick doesn't break. Make sure it's at the right height for them and the stick can grow with them. Don't worry about them. Don't compromise stick length and stick skills for the sake of the credit card bill. We can always do it with an $8 plug. All right, so that's it. Some of the greatest ever to play the game. They were all in this area with skates on. So something to think about when you cut your next stick. Cheers.